The history of England, from ancient times to the modern era. England has one of the most fascinating histories in the world. Its story includes ancient kingdoms, powerful monarchs, famous battles, political revolutions, scientific discoveries, and the rise of one of the world's most influential empires. Ancient England. Long before England became a unified country, the land was home to Celtic tribes. Around the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire invaded Britain. In AD 43, Roman forces under Emperor Claudius conquered much of what is now England and Wales. The Romans built roads, forts, towns, and walls. One of the most famous remains is Hadrian's Wall, built to mark the northern frontier of Roman Britain. Roman rule lasted for several centuries. Around the beginning of the 5th century, Roman forces withdrew from Britain, leaving the local population to defend itself. The Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. After the Romans left, Germanic peoples known as the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes settled in Britain. Over time, several kingdoms developed, including Wessex, Mercia, Northumbria, and East Anglia. These kingdoms frequently fought for power. Eventually, Wessex became particularly powerful. One of England's most important early kings was Alfred the Great. He defended his kingdom against Viking invasions and encouraged education and learning. His successors continued the process of bringing different territories under one rule. By the 10th century, England had developed into a more unified kingdom. The Norman Conquest. In 1066, one of the most important events in English history took place. King Edward the Confessor died without leaving an heir. William, Duke of Normandy, claimed the English throne. He invaded England and defeated King Harold II at the Battle of Hastings. William became known as William the Conqueror. The Norman Conquest transformed England. Norman rulers introduced new systems of government, built castles, changed land ownership, and influenced the English language and culture. Magna Carta and Parliament. England's political system continued to develop during the Middle Ages. In 1215, King John was forced to accept the Magna Carta. It established important principles about the limits of royal power and the rights of subjects. Over the following centuries, Parliament gradually became more important. England moved toward a system in which the monarch shared political authority with Parliament. The Tudor era. The Tudor dynasty began in 1485 after Henry VII defeated Richard III. One of the most famous Tudor monarchs was Henry VIII. He became king in 1509 and is remembered for his 6 marriages and for breaking with the authority of the Roman Catholic Church. During Henry VIII's reign, England established the Church of England under royal authority. His daughter Elizabeth I later became one of England's most famous monarchs. Her reign, from 1558 to 1603, was associated with exploration, literature, and military success. In 1588, the English defeated the Spanish Armada, strengthening England's position as a major European naval power. The English Civil War. The 17th century brought serious conflict between the monarchy and Parliament. King Charles I and Parliament disagreed over political power, taxation, and religion. These disputes eventually led to the English Civil War. Parliament's forces defeated the King's army, and Charles I was executed in 1649. England then became a republic known as the Commonwealth, with Oliver Cromwell becoming its dominant political and military leader. The monarchy was restored in 1660, beginning the Restoration period. The Glorious Revolution. In 1688, another major political change took place. King James II was removed from power, and William III and Mary II became joint monarchs. The settlement that followed strengthened Parliament's authority and helped establish constitutional monarchy. This became an important foundation for the political system that later developed in Britain. The Industrial Revolution. During the 18th and 19th centuries, England became one of the world's leading centers of the Industrial Revolution. New machines transformed textile production, mining, transportation, and manufacturing. Factories expanded, Cities grew rapidly, and railways connected different parts of the country. England's economy became increasingly powerful, and London developed into one of the world's major financial and commercial centers. The British Empire. During the 18th and 19th centuries, England became part of the expanding British Empire. Britain controlled or influenced territories across North America, the Caribbean, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. The empire brought enormous wealth and global influence, but it also involved warfare, exploitation, slavery, and colonial rule. The history of the British Empire therefore remains both influential and deeply contested.